3 and... Oops,
I see a red blinking light, so I'm assuming that means it's good.
Livermore Tower, 90 Foxtrot Lima, holding short 25 right, ready for a right downwind departure.
Elevator trim for takeoff. Mixture rich, throttle 2000.
Delta Whiskey, we're going to terminate.
Cessna Delta Whiskey, roger, turn right Gulf, contact ground point 6. Correction, turn right Gulf, ATP, taxi Juliet.
Alright, Gulf, ATP, Juliet, Delta Whiskey, everyone, thanks for your help.
Very minor.
Cessna 90 Fox.
Hang on, do the right, do the last one again.
Wind 190 at 6. Right downwind departure is approved. Runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Windows, carb heat, small drop, meter.
25 right,
check.
clear for takeoff, 90 Foxtrot Lima.
Vacuum, check. Panel, check. Oil temp, green all the way across. Throttle back.
I'm gonna prop this open again until we're ready.
Awesome. Throttle back to 1,000. Fuel pressure, still check. Radios are set to tower. Fuel, lights as required. We don't really need the landing light, should I? No, okay.
You can put it on.
Okay.
And then turn it off later.
Gotcha.
It doesn't really matter as much now. They're all LEDs, so you don't have to worry much about power draw.
Gotcha. And then should I just turn the fuel pump up now or when I go to line up?
Either way, just don't forget it.
Gotcha. Okay. I think that should be everything. Transponder is set.
Let's do a short or soft fuel takeoff, your choice.
I need to practice the soft field.
Alright, let's do a soft field landing, or soft field takeoff.
Let's double check I'm gonna go all the way back, right? Soft field flaps 2 degrees, full back pressure. After braking, accelerate in ground effect. Climb, EY, 79 in the Warrior. Once we hit that, we'll retract the flaps, and we'll be good to go. Is this one where I'm braking as well? Should I let them go?
Let's see what they're gonna do. Yeah. Looks like they're gonna head over here.
Okay, so I'll probably go behind them.
Alright, let's pull out now.
Livermore Tower, Cessna,
and give them some space.
Is ready on the right for right closed traffic.
Wait, hang on.
475 Quebec, Livermore Tower, wind 280 at 6, make right traffic.
Alright, he's gonna go.
25 right, clear for takeoff.
75 Quebec, 25 right, right closed traffic. Thanks.
Central aircraft, Livermore Tower information. Papa
Okay, you can call and
altimeter
say you're
29
following them, and you can also pull out if you want.
260 at
Gotcha.
6.
Pull out behind him and call after I'm going.
Either way.
Gotcha. So for right closed traffic, not right closed traffic, right downwind departure,
Yep.
do I have to say anything about flight following?
No.
Okay. Livermore Tower, Warrior 2933 Alpha, holding short 25 right for right downwind departure.
Warrior 2933 Alpha, Livermore Tower, traffic upwind Cessna is joining the pattern. Right downwind departure approved outside that traffic, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 25 right, right turn outside that traffic, 33 Alpha.
Alright, full back pressure. We're in a soft field takeoff, so minimal braking from here on out.
Gotcha.
And you may want to note the time.
2:58. Alright, fuel pump is on, mixture rich, flaps are set.
Alright, so we're going full back pressure until that nose comes up. I'll help you with it.
Gotcha.
Okay, there's the nose. Now leave it there and get off the ground.
75 Quebec, runway.
Alright, now, nose down, right here. Let's accelerate. Right here. I'm holding you down.
Gotcha.
Okay, now you can go. Alright, you're a plane. See how much I was holding you down?
Yeah, really.
your window is open, but that's not a rush.
Yeah. Sorry, trying to retract the flaps to get the speed.
Wind 220 at 6.
What's going to pick your speed up?
Get the flaps?
The nose down.
Yeah. There we go. Outside that traffic.
All right. I lost track of them.
I did as well. Should I ask?
At the run of ready for a
Give it just a minute here.
Cessna 738 Victor Uniform, Livermore Tower, right down departure approved, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Roger, right down, clear for takeoff 25 right, 8 Victor Uniform.
Cessna 75 Quebec, one departure, prior to arrival, Cessna taking the runway now.
All right, you can ask if you want. I don't see them.
Livermore Tower, Warrior 2933 Alpha, Mike, clear traffic.
Warrior 33 Alpha, affirmative, right turn out approved, your discretion.
Right turn approved, 33 Alpha. Oh man, bird.
Yeah, we get a lot of birds here. Oh, right rudder?
Yeah.
All right, now I know you're navigating, and it's different, but let's not lose our fundamentals, right?
Yeah. Should be climbing even more, right?
We should be at 79.
Cessna 8 Victor Uniform, follow the Warrior off your right wing, they're also right downwind departure.
8 Victor Uniform.
All right, now what direction are we going to fly?
8 Victor Uniform, traffic.
060 is my first.
Warrior 33 Alpha, contact NorCal approach 125.1, good day.
Contact NorCal approach 125.1. Have a good day. 125.1, right?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Still climbing.
I think you need some trim.
You're probably right. Good call.
Alright.
West. Camberjet 862, Livermore ground, cleared to the Papa Whiskey Tango Airport.
NorCal approach, Warrior 2933 Alpha.
You just need your altitude.
Gotcha.
And altitude you're at, and altitude you're climbing to. So Warrior 33 Alpha, 2,400, climbing 3,500. And you should be climbing.
Gotcha. NorCal approach, Warrior 2933 Alpha at 2,600, climbing at 3,500.
2933 Alpha, NorCal approach, thank you, ident, Stockton, altimeter 2995, traffic 10 o'clock, 6 miles southbound, 3,200, descending SS 172.
Ident?
Looking at traffic, and we'll ident 33 Alpha. And the ident button is there.
Just press it?
Yep.
Over 33 Alpha, radar contact, 4 miles north and east of the Livermore Airport. Well, your present heading for now, on that heading, the traffic will be passing just off your right, but you're climbing above them now.
We'll maintain heading 33 Alpha.
Over 40 Echo, you're descending beneath the traffic there, 2 o'clock, 4 miles northeast on 3,000. Climate is 3,500, cheers.
Looking for that traffic, 40 Echo.
First and foremost, your responsibility is to fly the plane.
Contact Livermore Tower, radar service terminated. Have a good day.
40 Tower, 40 Echo, yeah.
Over 33 Alpha, resume on navigation, travel will pass beneath you.
Resume on navigation, 33 Alpha.
Good afternoon, NorCal, Diamond Star 171.
All right, what's our heading?
South Byron, following to Palo Alto, please.
We should be, we said maintain, but we're going to go 060.
He said own navigation now, right?
Yeah, so 060.
Yep.
1 Charlie Bravo, squawk 0326, ident.
0326, 1 Charlie Bravo.
Alright, we're at altitude so I can start cruise.
Yep.
NorCal 518 Mike Victor is with you, 14,300, descending to 8,000, looking for a visual approach.
Sure.
Number 518 Mike Victor.
Now you're seeing why checklists matter a lot, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot going on.
5,000.
So let's trim the plane first.
Gotcha.
Number 1 Charlie Bravo, radar contact a mile north of the Byron Airport. Stock to altimeter 295, taking your altitude, leaving and climbing to.
1,300, climbing 3,500. But whatever works for you, 1 Charlie Bravo.
Number 1 Charlie Bravo, for now, for traffic departing level, we're going to maintain VFR below 3,000, all on altitude.
Should I throttle back to lower?
3,000, no worries, 1 Charlie
Altitude?
Bravo.
You don't need to for this.
Okay.
You were so close and you're not really doing an approach. You can just kind of push the nose down and get there.
Gotcha.
We're coming 38.
But we are kind of high on the throttle, so you can, there you go. 24 is good.
Gotcha.
Victor Uniform radar contact 2 miles north and east of the Livermore Airport.
Okay, so now are you trimmed out?
Over 900 Delta Sierra,
should
contact approach 125.25.
Almost.
Almost there?
5.25, 739.
That seems fine.
Gotcha.
Well, you lost a little RPM, so let's get at 24. Go up to 24. There you go. Okay, now do a cruise checklist.
Alright. Whoa. Mixture 50% rich of peak.
Victor Uniform traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles, same direction, Cherokee 3,500, and they're going to be about 2 miles of city the entire time.
You're looking for the traffic in Victor Uniform.
As far as mixture goes, how exactly should I tell? I mean, I know we want to see the RPMs come up a little bit and then go up, but the 50% rich of peak,
that has screwed you up on this checklist since day one.
yeah, but I'm trying to figure out something to replace it with.
Yeah. So there is no EGT in this plane. That's why that doesn't work. So we want to bring this back until we feel engine roughness or we see a peak in the RPMs.
Okay.
So I'm continuing to bring this back.
Number 1 Charlie Bravo traffic 1, move it to 12 o'clock.
And I saw a drop there.
Yeah, just for a second.
So I'm going to go more rich of that drop.
Gotcha.
Good enough?
Okay.
And I should add this to the
Fuel pump.
checklist too.
Victor, just to maintain 3,000 advised airport inside when you get at 12 o'clock, 25 miles.
All right, where are we?
We are over the Altamont, 580, heading towards Tracy.
Right by Victor Roger, cleared, visual approach for runway 29
Clear the visual 29 right, hit my Victor.
My actual checkpoint is supposed to be north of Tracy, so
right, Victor Uniform
anything
traffic, 10
I'm heading
o'clock,
should
3
come a
miles
little bit
southwest,
left.
on the way passenger south.
So I would get your map out. You're more than welcome and encouraged to use your map the whole time. You just can't use the GPS part of your map the whole time.
So I should be pretty north of Tracy, kind of where I'm going towards that white tower over there. If not even further. There's a group of water, or all of the rivers kind of connect up there.
So what was your check point?
There's, where the water connects up there, there's a
we'll just stay here.
spot where 3 different waters
Number 1 Charlie
connect.
Bravo, thank you. Contact
That's where my
approach
checkpoint is.
125.35. Have a good day.
Okay.
So that straight water, these rivers kind of all lead up that way.
Do you see the point that you're talking about?
Visually, no, it's kind of hard to confirm it.
Okay.
But if you look, that's kind of where everything converges.
Okay, so you're basically following this river then,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. That straight line should meet up over there with the rest of the water. I can't see the water, but I can see that straight line.
Okay.
Should I head towards it a little bit more?
I would, I mean, your heading's going to be a little off.
Okay.
Because wind. Also, you are off by 30 degrees here, so that's going to help you quite a bit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Even further.
Gotcha. Yeah, because it's the other side. Okay. Come up just a little bit. I guess shouldn't need.
So was this your first checkpoint?
Yeah. So it should be 12 minutes from the time that we left. 8.5. 2 minutes per climb out is what I was reading a lot. Should I just assume that, add it to the time for when we get to our checkpoint?
I'm not sure where you got that.
In like the POH, I thought I was reading like climb out around that much climb would take.
Well, it depends on your altitude, right? Climb out to 10,000 feet is going to be a... did you calculate it based
pressure
on...
altitude, yes.
Okay.
Altitude density.
And 299.5.
Let's talk about that on the ground.
Okay.
But you should build your top of climb into this.
Into the very first part?
Like, your first checkpoint should be top of climb.
Okay, gotcha.
There no visual approach to stock to the citation between 6200. For now, if you
Alright, let's get on 3,500.
Navigation as soon as it passes.
Roger that. We'll be watching for that traffic. Idaho 700.
It's only 200. It's okay to just go off like the yoke, or should I increase? Yeah, okay.
Fine. You don't want to have to... It took you a while to have to retrim the plane.
Yeah.
The best is don't get off your altitude and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Uniform, we'd like to execute the ILS two-way right approach to Modesto with ONAP to Z.
Okay, so you're...
Right where all those trees are, I can kind of see exactly where I'm going.
What map are you using?
Avia is what it's called.
Avia? Okay,
Yeah.
that's a map I'm not familiar with. So that looks like it has sectional data, but it's a little weird.
It is a little funky. If you actually click on them, they'll show the rest of the information.
Okay.
Also like to also execute this.
But yeah, that little
Vector contact Fox Tower.
island there is basically my checkpoint.
Idaho 700, traffic will be passed behind you. Resume navigation.
Oh, nav Idaho 700.
So that little island just there is basically my checkpoint spot.
Okay.
And after that, my heading will be 104. I'll have to get on the VOR. Should I set that in now?
Yeah, why wait?
Yeah, okay. I just haven't done this much, so I'm a little...
So this is nav 1.
Gotcha.
So if we want to do nav, we press that, and that, so that's comms, this
Okay.
is nav, and then
That
it
makes more
basically operates the same.
Okay.
But how do I know if I got the right frequency?
Morse code.
Foxtrot, connect Modesto Tower, good day.
Contact Modesto Tower, 44 Foxtrot, good day.
Starting to pick it up now, I think. It should be long.
I heard it.
Long.
You
short,
know
short.
Morse code?
I know the code for this one,
Okay.
because this is the one that we're flying to. Yep, that's the one.
Okay.
Cool.
This also helps you because it will ID Modesto VOR.
Yeah.
But
Okay, approach big stripe
the
143.
Morse code also tells you it's operational.
VXM maintain 8,000 with the uniform.
What do you mean by that?
143 North
Operational?
South
I'll tell you, you're going to have a bunch of stuff happening, so I'll tell you after.
Okay, gotcha.
So what else can you do to make sure you're going to go to this VOR?
I know it's on here, and I want to say I gotta add in the radial that I'm going to, right? I don't know if this part is correct, though, is which confuses me.
I'll help you if you need it.
Okay, so I should be going 2, and I know I want to actually go right on the map is how it's going to go.
Okay. So you tell me when you're at your checkpoint.
I'd be passing it right now just off my left wing. So it's that little house down there,
Okay.
just to the right.
All right. So then what should you be doing?
I'm going to change my heading. The heading I have is 104.
Now, how do you know if 104 is the right heading?
With the VOR? Yeah, losing altitude.
I'll catch you before you end up having to have a big correction. So what does the VOR, what can the VOR do for you?
It should tell me when I'm lined up towards the direction on the radial, basically.
Okay.
And when I get there, it'll switch to or from and then tell me where I'm leaving from. So
what's this telling you now?
I'm heading to, which is good.
Correct.
Is the radial to my left to intercept?
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to get to my left.
But
I'm pretty close.
So what are you set on?
19.9, get that big stripe put it through.
This is 100, so 105 would be where I'm at right there, right?
Yeah. Is there any reason why you picked 105?
That's my heading, not my radial.
That's fine.
948, Delta Charlie.
An alternative way to do that is say, all I really want is to get to that VOR.
Yeah.
So fly heading 110, and I know I'm going to get to that VOR.
Oh, that's smart.
So I can do this,
I'm 110.
or if I want to fly that specific radial, then I do what you're doing. But I don't really care, on this part of the plan, I didn't really care if I flew that specific radial or not.
Gotcha.
Because I wasn't threading the needle between airspace or whatever. I just wanted to get to that VOR.
Gotcha.
So I would do that.
Okay. And if it's starting to lead to the right, I should go to the right to intercept?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, you're really far out.
So
You don't need to make giant corrections, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So the way this works is if it says if the needle's over here on your right, the radial's over there, if I turn to this heading, I'm going to intercept it, right? I don't need to keep turning.
Yeah.
I just need to intercept and then straighten back out. So now we're straight. So I'm going to do whatever I need to do to keep this needle centered.
Gotcha.
VORs are a little meh, so you're going to see some oscillation from time to time.
Okay.
That's okay.
But I don't need to make too big a jump. Okay, that was already too big. Gotcha.
And as you get closer, it's going to move faster and faster.
Gotcha.
Victor Uniform as hotel for Modesto. If possible, we'd like to practice the missed approach.
All right, Victor Uniform, you want the published miss?
Affirmative, Victor Uniform.
Roger.
All right, where are we now?
Heading towards Modesto, flying past Tracy. Trying to pick out where we are on the map specifically. Let's see, should be an airport there. Past 205.
What airport's over there?
CA 74. Actually,
I think that's New Jerusalem.
I was just going to say that looks exactly like New Jerusalem, so I'm even further than I thought. Yeah, definitely, because I know that river little area. So further than I expected.
21348 at 3000.
Okay, so what I like to do in these situations, now we're just kind of sitting here waiting for the next thing, right?
Yeah.
So I think through what's my next step? How can I get ahead of the plane? What can I do next to take my workload off of me for next?
Gotcha. So the other thing is I'm going to be leaving the I'm leaving the VOR to head to Castle. What's the best way to do that? Do I just stick to my heading? Or?
So now, well, first off, you're getting off.
Yeah.
So let's keep that dialed in. You can see that the more you pay attention to flying the plane, the easier everything else is, because if you get distracted, then you spend the whole time correcting.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're dialed in here, then it's very easy for you to orient yourself.
Gotcha.
So, what was I going to say?
Leaving the VOR?
Leaving the VOR.
Yeah.
So when you're leaving a VOR, we care a lot more about what radial we're on, because you picked a radial from a location. If I follow a different radial, I'm going to end up somewhere else entirely. Yeah. So the way you should do it is you pre-calculated your heading.
Yeah.
So you should dial in. You should, once we agree we're over the radial, you should turn to that heading.
Gotcha.
Dial in that radial. You'll be on a from, because now we're on the other side.
Yeah.
And then you follow that radial.
Okay.
Make sense?
I think so, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how I would pick it. 296 is the heading from the VOR. Because they line up, that would fit the radial, right? So I could switch this to 296 and go for from.
Hang on. Which way is 296?
Wow, actually. Yeah, that would be coming back. So
that's this way.
That's the coming back trip. I'm too far down. Yeah. 111 is what we're looking for, sorry.
That's better.
That's Modesto Airport, so we're definitely heading the right direction.
Definitely use your gut checks.
Yeah, no, that's
on this stuff. I looked at 296 and I was like, that's
not right. That's the way
other direction here. All right, what do you see? What do you see out here? Tell me.
Modesto Airport straight ahead of us.
Okay.
That should be 5 if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
So if that's Modesto Airport, where's Modesto VOR?
It should be in the middle of the airport, right?
Pretty sure it's in the middle of the airport. Ish. Maybe it's not centered in the center, but...
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Maybe a little bit forward, I guess,
so
us.
When you think ahead, see how easy this gets?
Yeah.
We're flying this VOR as a tool, but I know it's sitting right there, and I can see that, so why not just fly there?
Yeah, so this is not necessarily irrelevant.
I'd still like you to follow it.
Yeah, that was the practices. I wanted to use the...
Sorry, Victor Uniform, connect approach 120.905, good day.
20.905, Victor Uniform with the
But yeah, it gets a lot...
2933 Alpha, contact approach 120.905, good day.
Contact approach 129.05, 33 Alpha.
33 Alpha, close 120.905.
120.905, 33 Alpha.
Welcome approach Meridian 917 Delta Bravo 6,800 for Reed. Help you? Negative ATIS, can't pick it up because of the mountain.
Delta Bravo NorCal approach, altimeter 2994, no rush.
Okay. NorCal approach 2933 Alpha at 3,500.
33 Alpha NorCal approach, cast number 2994.
What did you say?
2994, 33 Alpha.
They squawk 299? Well,
he was reading you the altimeter.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
No, it's fine. This is so you got used to what to expect in the pattern, and so now you got that all down. This is just a whole new set of what to expect.
Gotcha.
And you'll get comfortable with it the same way you got comfortable with that. It's just learning what you're listening for.
Gotcha.
So now that you're on NorCal, you now have the regular call. It's going to be, okay, contact approach on this frequency. They hand you off to the next person.
Okay.
And then you check in. You got the check-in. Do your best to cut out all the extra words.
Okay.
So 2933 Alpha, 3,500. Perfect.
That's it?
You don't. Well, you would say NorCal approach, Warrior 2933 Alpha, 3,500.
Cool. Okay.
And then they're going to read it back. And sometimes they will tell you the altimeter setting, which you just got. Sometimes they'll give you an instruction, but usually not.
Gotcha.
Mostly the only other thing we're listening for is traffic advisories.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're close to the VOR, so it's going to be a lot more sensitive now.
Yeah.
So we don't, now that we're close, we don't want to continue doing this because we'll fly this weird pattern. So now you want to follow the one radial.
Okay.
But we basically, we have that in sight.
Yeah.
So. And What kind of airspace is this?
I want to say Class C? E.
Class what?
E?
Try again.
C?
Use the, I'm having trouble understanding you, so use the...
Oh, Charlie?
proper.
I said Delta originally.
Okay, it's Delta.
That was the first one I said. You said try again.
I heard C originally, so
my bad.
that's why we use the
phonetic.
Thanks.
Obvious, yeah.
Okay, so it's Delta.
Gotcha.
So why are we able? We didn't talk to Modesto. Why are we able to fly here?
Because we're above their airspace.
Yep. Where does it end?
2,500, if I'm not mistaken.
Try again.
Oh, 2,600. I see it.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're getting real close to the VOR now, right?
Yeah. So
now's when we don't want to really chase it.
Makes
like
sense.
when you're within a mile, you don't want to chase it because you're just going to end up doing this crazy pattern.
All over the place, yeah. Which is good because I think we're actually over my checkpoint and moving to the next one. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Which
just about. I lost sight of the runway, but
below us.
But we'll know when this flips, right?
Yeah.
Maintain 3,000.
Roger, on the go. Execute a public mission, accept maintain 3,000 for a Victor uniform.
That should be Turlock, all that big town up there. I should be following both these freeways on my left and right as my parallels on the way down.
Sounds good.
Like we just switched to from.
Okay, so it just switched. So it's going to take a minute for the needle to center, right? Because we're like over the cone of confusion is what they call it.
Gotcha.
So now what heading should we be on?
I have 111. Which should be a little bit left. I know the next one we're going to contact should be Merced Castle, right? But we're waiting for comms for that?
Hang on 1 second. So what heading are you on, and what heading should you be on?
Sorry, yeah, I haven't actually adjusted yet. So, 110.
Okay, and now what else should you do?
Make sure my elevation's good. Oh, should I switch the VOR?
Yeah, it should be on your desired heading.
Gotcha.
Or desired radial. And now you can see the needle's pretty stable, right?
Yeah.
So now you're at a place where you can follow it.
Gotcha.
So you said 111, right?
Yeah, so that's 100, that's 110, right?
Yeah.
So like right there-ish. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that did seem off because I think, yeah, my headings I gotta work on, I guess.
Well, there's wind, right?
That's true.
In theory, you accounted for your wind.
Yes.
When you did these calculations.
Yes.
But then there's also reality of, is the wind perfectly the way that the computer said it would be?
Did I overshoot my thing? Could have been me.
Right.
Yeah.
The other thing that you have to remember is that this will get off from where your compass is.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And so the reason for that is called gyroscopic precession. We can talk about that another time. But we want to make sure that we're constantly aligning those two.
Okay.
We can't use a compass because there are a lot of compass errors.
Yeah.
So you have to wait till you're stable in flight so that this isn't moving around a bunch, and then you correct it. Okay, so you were asking about comms. It's good you're thinking ahead. We don't know how many handoffs we're going to get until there.
Okay.
But what can you do?
Well, I have my frequencies, but will flight following hand me off to everybody? Is there anybody I need to... These are my arrival ones.
Okay.
So
what are they going to ask us first?
Our location. Well, we got to identify ourselves and where we're at and everything. So I would say Castle Tower, Warrior 2933 Alpha, northwest over Turlock, inbound. Well, I'd actually have to get information, right? That's what I was looking for. Weather is what we're looking for.
Why wait? Can't we get that now?
Yeah. 11965, I believe.
That's Livermore.
124475. I can do it on here, right?
Yeah, I would do it on Comp 2 because Comp 1 is occupied, and we don't want to leave Comp 1.
Yeah, and this is Comp 2, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I can change this. Up. 4475. Okay. Swap.
904. ILS runway 31 in use. Land departing runway 31. Runway 13 approach lights out of service. Caution bird activity. Caution wildlife. Aircraft reback all hold shore and control instructions. Advise on initial contact information. Charlie. Castle Tower information. Charlie 2153 Zulu. Wind 290 at 6. Visibility 10. Track conditions clear. Temperature 33. 2.11. Altimeter 290. 904. ILS runway 31 in use. Land departing runway 31. Runway 13 approach lights out of service. Caution bird activity. Caution wildlife. Aircraft reback all hold shore and control instructions. Advise on initial contact information. Charlie.
So,
okay.
Information Charlie 29904, which is the same. We're using runway 31, if I'm not mistaken.
So what can you deduce about? What can you plan for runway 31? Which runway is that?
Should be heading north is where we're going. So I would end up approaching, I think, a left downwind for approach, right? So that's what I should expect.
Possibly. Tell me more.
So we're basically flying towards the opposite way, so we would want to intercept the downwind and then fly in for the, right? My intercept at a 45 degree.
What direction's the traffic pattern?
The 3-1 right? Oh yeah.
You got distracted.
Yeah. For 3-1 I want to say it's right.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to interrupt this conversation to tell you, look outside and tell me where we're going.
Past Turlock. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Not a whole lot. Modesto's behind us, passing Turlock. Merced is up ahead of us.
So where's our destination?
Directly ahead. Actually, that's that giant runway over there on our left.
Yep.
I see what you were getting at now.
That's what I was getting at.
Yep.
So that's Turlock Airport.
Yep.
And that giant one that you can't possibly miss,
the 2 miles,
because it's 2 miles long, that's where we're going.
Gotcha.
Okay, so now back to our previously scheduled conversation.
Gotcha.
29994.
So we're going to do, we're landing going this way.
Yeah.
My trick for that is you look at the runway direction on your compass.
Yeah, 3-1.
So 3-1's back here, it means we're going to be going that way for your runway. It's really helpful when you have crossing runways to figure out, like, okay, which one?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, having that radial already there, that makes sense.
So in reality, we're going to do what they tell us to do.
Gotcha.
And truthfully, I don't know if they're going to tell us to do a left downwind because we're on this side.
Yeah.
Or if they're going to tell us to do a right pattern because it's right pattern. We could expect either.
Gotcha.
They might have us fly over the midline and then join a right pattern, or they might just have us do left downwind because we're on the tower.
Gotcha.
Some airports have a reason why they're right pattern. Maybe there's a hazard, so they don't want you to fly over it.
Okay.
Bago 22 NorCal approach, Castle number 299.
So
299 for Bago 22.
Okay, gotcha.
What will happen is they are going to, so I can confidently tell you now, they're just going to hand you off to tower.
Gotcha.
So I would put in the tower frequency.
destination tower 11. Cool.
Okay, and did you calculate a top of descent?
I did not. That's something I definitely should have done. I'm guessing I should start descending now.
So what I would do in this situation is we have a very clear visual of the airplane. There's no traffic, there's no weather, there's no issues.
Yeah.
We can tell NorCal that we have Castle in sight.
Okay.
And they'll probably hand us off.
Okay.
So I would start with that.
So I could say NorCal approach 2933 Alpha, airport in sight.
Yeah, that's fine.
NorCal approach 2933 Alpha, airport in sight.
And they'll probably tell you contact Castle Tower.
Say again?
Just say Castle in sight for 33 Alpha.
Castle in sight for 33 Alpha.
33 Alpha, it's close too far. Contact Castle Tower, good day.
Contact Tower 33 Alpha, have a good day.
And he said squawk VFR. So he basically canceled your flight following. So now we have to contact them before we can enter their airspace because we're not on flight following anymore.
Gotcha.
So go over to Tower and...
Castle Tower, Warrior 2933 Alpha, northwest at 3,200, inbound, touch and go. With Charlie.
Warrior 223 Alpha, Castle Tower. Enter right base, runway 31, report 4 miles out.
Enter right base, report 3 mile, 33 Alpha. So right base would actually be on the left side. Right?
Yeah, I'm a little confused by that.
So we're going to the other side and then going down, right? Am I mistaken with that?
I'm a little confused by that.
Am I correct in the interpretation?
Yeah, you should ask him if you're unsure.
Sorry, Castle Tower, we're approaching right pattern for 3-1.
Warrior 2231 and Alpha, correction there. What are you set up for?
Here, I'll help. 2933 Alpha, we are approaching from the west. We're off the departure end of the runway, just trying to understand if we're supposed to cross the runway and enter right pattern or stay on the other side.
Warrior 223 Alpha, make left traffic, runway 31, report beam the tower.
Your call.
Make left traffic, report beam the tower, 33 Alpha. I should be descending now, right?
Definitely.
Quite a bit.
He was very confused because he was like...
Screwed up my name like 3 times.
Yeah. All right, space out a little bit. We're a little close in.
Okay.
And now, make sure you do what?
Checklist. So autopilot, boost, cow flaps, gas. On the left tank, undercarriage is set. Mixture, full rich, prop and seatbelts.
Now you see why we drill that landing checklist, because it's easy to forget when you're dealing with all this stuff, right?
Yeah, definitely. He said report beam the tower?
Yeah. And where is the
tower's down there, just past. Okay, cool. Keep coming down. When I'm beam the tower, I can start putting in flaps, right? Well, as long as I have the right speed.
Why the tower?
Because it's like a beam, not quite into the numbers, but it's just such a giant runway.
I would do your normal pattern.
Okay. Coming into the traffic pattern.
Warrior 2231, correction, 223 Alpha, runway 31, clear for the option.
Runway 31, clear for the option, 33 Alpha.
And just a correction, it's 2933 Alpha.
2933 Alpha, correction.
Since he's clearing us to land, I wanted to make sure that he's got the right thing so that, who knows, maybe there's an incident.
Gotcha.
And what's the traffic pattern altitude here?
Should be 1,200, so I just dropped below it, but I'm coming in for landing, so I'm going to... Oh, shit.
Hang on. Can you add flaps?
I'm going above speed now, so no. Yeah. Now I can, right?
Now you can.
All right. Almost 45 behind me. Yeah, I'm going to start the base.
Okay. Don't be deceived, it's a giant runway, so
yeah,
you're gonna...
Seems like it's another notch of flaps.
It's gonna seem closer than it is because you're used to a smaller runway, so you're gonna, see how high you are?
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
So just because it's a giant runway doesn't mean you have free reign to use however much runway you want.
Yeah.
In reality, you do. Between you and I want you on the center line.
Yeah.
On the numbers.
Gotcha. And I'm super high.
All right. Hit your airspeed. How are you going to deal with being high?
Slip to land.
Yeah. Just take out the power first.
Well, I'm all the way out.
Now you are.
Yeah.
You were at 15 before. Okay, now let airspeed. Ooh.
Ooh, that was a little rough, but
all right.
Flaps out. Throttle up.
Hey, you landed on the right side.
Yeah, not...
Pick the nose up just a tad. There you go. I was just getting the...
Rotate. Yeah. Stop the wobble.
Yeah. I wasn't necessarily picking it up off the ground, just taking the weight off of the nose.
Gotcha.
And then it helps with the wobble.
Jesus, there's a whole nother mile.
Oh, yeah.
It's nuts.
I told you it's long. You'll be a traffic pattern. And then some by the end of the runway.
Jeez.
All right. Now, I would already be planning how we're going to get home.
Yes. So we're going to use a VOR again, hopefully. It's still programmed in, which is great. And it's actually...
Is it? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's actually pretty much on runway heading, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty close. Let me keep climbing.
Warrior 33 Alpha St.
Return to Livermore.
Return to Livermore for 33 Alpha.
Or depart to the west, northwest. Either one's fine.
Warrior 33 Alpha, confirm Livermore.
Confirm Livermore, 33 Alpha.
At Castle, Lear 906, Tango Romeo is with you on the ILS 31.
Lear 06, Tango Romeo, Castle Tower, runway 31.
All right, so you following that needle?
A little bit to the right should be where I'm going.
Warrior 33 Alpha, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Have a good day, 33 Alpha.
Yes, well, thank you.
Okay, so what's going to happen to you if you follow this needle?
It's going to get tighter and tighter. Oh, right now it says from, which is kind of weird. I should go 2. Why is that? Right? I mean, switch. Nah, see, I'm sorry. Now I get what you're talking about.
Don't apologize to me. I'm trying to give you enough so that you can figure it out on your own.
No, I get what you were doing now. It took me a second to get through the whole calculation, but I get what you mean. Get it lined up.
We switched directions, so.
Duh.
Okay, so now you're taking me to the VOR. He said we can change frequencies, so we can go ahead and do that.
Do we just want to switch to approach?
Yeah, and then let's call for flight following.
Number 348, turn left heading 020.
So your call for this one will be NorCal approach, Warrior 29er 33 Alpha. You can say like 4 miles northwest of Castle, flight following to Livermore.
Gotcha.
At 4,500.
Gotcha. NorCal approach, Warrior 2933 Alpha, 3 miles north of Castle, heading to Livermore at 4,500.
2933 Alpha, NorCal approach, squawk 0364.
Squawk 0364, 33 Alpha.
Warrior 33 Alpha, radar contact 3 miles northwest of Castle, the altimeter is 29904, say altitude.
Sorry, say intention.
He said, say altitude.
Altitude to 4,500, 33 Alpha.
We're at 2,300, 33 Alpha.
Roger.
Where I'm at, not where I'm going to.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So when you check in, you appear as a blip on their thing with an altitude, and they do some sort of like
calculation.
Yeah. I don't know.
1348, 6 miles to sea.
They match you with your altitude, and so they want to know exactly what you think your altitude is, so they can match with what it says on their thing.
Okay. ILS 2 red approach 348.
So they were asking what your altitude was
to confirm.
And so, yeah, a way you can answer that is the altitude you're at and the altitude you're going. In that case, you just wanted the altitude you're at.
Gotcha.
Here.
Oh, yay.
You flew into a cloud.
Oh, no.
Throwing a lot at you.
Oh, good.
Here, I'll take the plane for a second. Okay, your airplane.
All right, my plane.
Figured while you're on the VOR,
yeah, that's a good call.
You might as well get some time in. You need 3 hours of this, so we might as well take advantage.
Cool.